Yeah, incredible to think it's been 5 years. He's been a stalwart today in both innings. Created chances early on with ball in hand. He had Fakar dropped in his first over. Aziz dropped in the following over, and then managed to get the big wickets of Aziz and Ali a little bit later on. And then his contribution with the bat has been stellar as well, giving his side a chance late in the second innings. Just reminding the selectors and maybe telling them as well, this time he's here to stay. And with the all-round performance that he's put in, why not? He'd be one of the first names down, and we could expect big things from him over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, Zimbabwe must be considering this game a case of missed opportunity, not only in the first innings but also in the batting innings as well. They have been on track, but I'm sure if Brendan Taylor is to come back into this game, he will strengthen this side, and they will have a lot to learn, and especially both in the abilities to chase down the total. Remember that they were chasing every game in Abu Dhabi against Afghanistan, but still could not get near to Afghanistan, but almost a giant killer here in Harare. Brilliant bowling, excellent death overs bowling display by Haris Rauf, right on the money, no wit given whatsoever.
Fantastic skill shown here by Rauf. Once again in the hole, a little bit wider this time. In fact, as I cut it well to get bat on that and just squeeze it out for one. And yeah, lots on offer to learn for Zimbabwe. Definitely in a winning position, and maybe just a little bit more composure, decision making could have been a little bit better. Once again, full, doesn't get it away, but yeah, in hindsight, a couple of extra wickets, maybe a little bit of a quieter period in the middle. And having said that, I thought there's one ball left, but that is the end of it. And in the end, quite comfortable for Pakistan, getting home in his first T20 national by 11 runs, and take nothing away from that team. They are on a brilliant run, a purple patch so far down in Africa. They are playing fantastic cricket. Seems to be a team that are happy with their skill levels. Their role definition seems to be very good, and they are just doing the basics, Akhil, at this stage much better than the opposition. They seem to feather out partnerships with both bat and ball, and their fielding has also been something to take note of over the last 4 weeks. So they will take a 1-0 lead into the next game.
Zimbabwe Cricket would like to thank.
Yes, relief smeared all over the face of Pakistani fielders, but credit should be given to the captaincy of Babar Azam. He held his nerves and brought the trump card of Mohammad Hafiz after a long, huge gap in international cricket at just the right time when he saw the batsmen making a lot of use of the feet. He came in, bowled with flatter trajectory, and then the rest of the thing were followed perfectly by Usman Qadeh from a changed end. Congratulations to Pakistan, and also well done to Zimbabwe for putting up a strong fight against this full-forced batting and bowling unit of Pakistan. Some great fight put up both in the bowling and the batting innings, and during the most part of the game one would think that they were holding that game, but a little bit of mistake perhaps in the final part of the first innings, and then those partnerships which were broken in pairs by Pakistani bowlers were the price which the Zimbabwe team has to pay. But Moni, this perfectly sets up this 3 T20 international series. Pakistan should understand that nothing is for granted on this ground. Zimbabwe are here to play, although they do not play many T20 internationals, and the number is very low for them. But still, if you like the fight they put up, so definitely it is going to be an interesting series.
Yeah, and let's not forget they haven't played together as a side for a good couple of weeks, and they are meeting a Pakistan team that is riding high on the crest of a wave, particularly in white ball cricket, and they will take a lot of heart from today. it hurts, but they get an opportunity in 2 days' time to correct the wrongs of today, and maybe they'll be a little bit more battle-hardened, knowing that they weren't positioned to be in a winning position, and they will learn from today, no doubt.
Yeah, we have got the star of Zimbabwe batting lineup, Tinashe Kamanakamwe, with us. Tinashe, hard luck for you. It should be a case of missed opportunity for your team here.
Yeah, but said that we didn't manage to cross over the rope. But on the positive side, well done to the bowlers. Hopefully on the batting side, we can have guys batting through and taking the team through.
Yeah, you have mentioned about the bowling. Do you think that there were perhaps 20, 30 extra runs given away in the final part of the innings that had to be paid for during the batting innings?
I think we didn't execute our plans from the last over, but the 19th over I think we bowled well, but I think it was a gettable sport if we had one guy to bat through, so I think it's more on the batting side. They just have to take the team through next time, but the bowlers, I think they did well.
Hi, it's Morna here. Happy to face a couple out there in the middle. It's always nice to get a couple of runs early on in the series. When you come back in 2 days' time, what would you like to do that's similar, and what would you like to do differently that could get you guys across the line?
I think going on into the next games, if you can avoid group wickets, I think that's one thing that cost us. So if we can avoid group wickets, you have partnerships, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys are facing world-class spin out there. Any particular game plans that you've sat down and discussed that seem to be going well, apart from those clusters of wickets? But scoring was there, and the rotation looked pretty good as well. What have you guys sat down and discussed?
I think looking at our side, we've got young guys, young legs. So it was mainly we just have to push for those twos, challenge the fielders on the rope. So I think it's mainly the running between the wickets.
Well, thank you very much and all of the best. We'll see you in 2 days' time.
Thank you.
All right, so here we are, some brilliant display of batting by Tinashe Kamanakamwe and also by Craig Erwin. That partnership was almost taking the game away from Pakistan. Started brilliantly. Wesley Madivere as well. He was staying on the top of bounce, and some brilliant shots on both sides of the ground. Especially he was taking Fahim Ashraf apart. And then that partnership between Erwin and Kamanakamwe. But before that, Marumani was making his international debut on the very first ball. He was trying to pull that and clear that infield, but played straight into the hands of Babar Azam. So the partnerships, you can see that was almost a match-winning one between Kamanakamwe and Craig Erwin. But before and after that, there was nothing much to talk about, and Pakistan continued to hunt them in pairs during the course of this innings. Brilliant start by Hasnain, back-to-back wickets in his second over, and then Usman Qadir was taken apart in his first over. He made a huge comeback. Hafiz made a comeback in his international career, and look at his economy, just 5.25, and got the crucial wicket of set batsman Kamanakamwe as well, and also wicket for Haris Rauf. Fahim Ashraf and Nawaz stayed at the receiving end, but that display was enough for Pakistan to get home and dry. So Wesley Madivere and Kamanakamwe opened the innings. Some brilliant display of cut and pull shots by both of them, especially by Wesley Madivere against Fahim Ashraf. That was one-way traffic until then. On both sides of the ground, he was making full use of the opportunities being offered, but then came the wicket of Wesley Madivere. And just on the next delivery, youngster Devanashe Marumani, he was making his international debut, tried to clear that infield, but was in no position to play that shot right into the hands of Babar Azam, followed by that partnership of 50+ between left-hander and right-hander, Craig Erwin and Kamanakamwe. They were making full use of the conditions, playing brilliantly against the spin, especially Usman Qadir was taken apart in his first over. Also, Nawaz was at the receiving end. On both sides of the ground, the perfect sweep shots were played, and then came that over of Mohammad Hafiz. Into his second over, he got the wicket of the set batsman Kamanakamwe, followed by Craig Erwin back paddling there. Nawaz, a brilliant catch in the end, followed by the wicket of Sean Williams, the captain. A sweep shot played right into the hands of the fielder, followed by another batsman, Rekit Chapakava, the wicketkeeper batsman, followed by this display of some cut and pull shots and some cheeky shots being played by Luke Jongwei, but that was perhaps too much, and a lot of total to ask for from this batsman. Haris Rauf came into the act, made a huge comeback. That was his only wicket. That was the final over when he continued to show some dominance against the bowling. A drop chance, but made no difference in the end. Hasnan brilliantly finishes final over of his spell, and then followed by that final over of Haris Rauf, and Pakistan got home in the end with some margin, that is of 11 runs, and then relief smeared all over the face of Pakistani camp.
Just to sum it up, so Pakistan lost the toss, went in to bat first, and thanks to a brilliant innings from Mohammad Rizwan, scored 149 for 7 in their 20 overs. Wesley Madhvia once again pick up the bowlers, 2 for 11, well supported by Jongwei, Zarabani and Gravana. And then Zimbabwe sprightly start in the innings, fairly good power play up until the 5th over where they lost 2 wickets, and then Owan and Kumana Kanwe start the rebuilding job. Nice 50-run partnership, got them into a winning position, and then Usman struck and removed Irwan and the captain Sean Williams in quick succession, and from there on in it was Pakistan all the way, with a fantastic contribution by Jongwei as well at the end. And with that, we hope to see you in 2 days time, and as we head down for the match presentation to Sakanda.
All right, thank you very much, Mone. And here we are with the post-match presentation of the Osaka Batteries presents Service Tires Zimbabwe versus Pakistan T20 Cup 2021. Firstly, like to thank all our sponsors: Osaka Batteries, Service Tires, Mughal Steel, Mitchells, Homage, Zig Motor Oil, Super Asia, Dafabet, Swift, Utande, Zimfarm, Windmill, Forme, and Esan Sports. Straight away heading to the losing captain, Sean Williams, who's here with us. Sean, a close call, but a win is a win. So you feel that you've missed out on an opportunity when you bowled so brilliantly and kept them under 150.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I think it's inexcusable to drop that many catches in a game, especially against a team of this quality. Obviously, I felt they got 20 runs too many. And I'm pretty sure that my team will agree with me there. So, you know, it's those small disciplines that we need to improve on and continue to improve there to play against the top teams and to beat them. So, yeah, I felt like 130, getting them out there would have been a good total for us to chase.
When you were chasing with the bat, of course, around 10 overs mark, you're still doing pretty well. But again, losing wickets in pairs has been the issue.
Yeah, look, I think the second partnership was sorely missed again in this innings, and you know, the guys are playing well. They you know, I've got to give credit to Craig. He batted really well with quite a serious calf injury. So yeah, I just feel that second partnership was missing, and then again the Pakistanis bowled really well in the death. So I got to give them credit.
But you got to give credit to the bowlers, and of course you as a fielding unit. I mean, overall you had a plan against Pakistan and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I think the wicket played into our favour as well. Winning the toss was crucial, and like I said, it's inexcusable to lose a game like this. I felt this was our game, and you know, back to the drawing board, and it's back to the basics again.
Well, thank you, Sean, and good luck for the coming games.
Thank you.
Sean Williams, the captain of Zimbabwe. Now Pakistan fighting it out and winning this game by 11 runs. It was a close call, yes, but this was possible courtesy one man who is, of course, our player of the match, or rather Service Tires player of the match, winning himself $500 US, Mohammad Rizwan, for his 82 not out of just 61 deliveries with 10 boundaries and a 6. He's going to pick up his award. Service Tires player of the match, and he gets $500 US for that. Brilliant performance, batted all 20 overs and made sure the side gets 149. Rizwan, बड़ी शानदार परफॉर्मेंस रही. काफी फर्क नजर आया. ओवरऑल जो बैटिंग देख रहे थे, शायद साउथ अफ्रीका की विकेट की पेस और यहाँ की विकेट थोड़ा सा टाइम लगा समझने में.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। बिल्कुल सिकंदर भाई, ऐसा ही था जिस तरह आपने देखा, जिस उन लोगों ने टॉस जीत के और टॉस को फ़ायदा उन लोगों ने ले लिया, पिच को इस्तेमाल किया। पिच थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी था अर्ली ऑन, जिसकी वजह से डिफरेंट होता है। आप किसी बाउंसी ट्रैक से आते हैं और लोअर ट्रैक पे खेलते हैं, थोड़ा सा बैट्समैनों के लिए डिफरेंट होता है। मगर अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जिस तरह मेरा और कप्तान का प्लान यही है कि हम दोनों में से जो भी एक लूज़ कर रहे हैं दूसरे एंड तक जाता है, तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह दोनों में वही प्लान चल रहा है, जिसकी वजह से अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारी टीम को सक्सेस मिल रही है।
कोई स्कोर एज अ टीम या एज एन इंडिविजुअल सोच कर आए थे कि इस विकेट पे इतना बनाना है, और फिर माइंड कब चेंज किया कि अब जो है वो पूरे ओवर्स खेलने हैं?
देखिए जी, कंडीशन का तो हमेशा से पता चलता है हमें कि जिम्बाब्वे में थोड़ा सा उस तरह बल्ले पे बॉल नहीं आता। देखने में अगर विकेट अच्छी भी हो तो बल्ले पे बॉल नहीं आता। मगर जहाँ पे टारगेट जिस तरह हमें मैनेजमेंट से तो बड़ी टारगेट पे आते हैं, मगर जहाँ विकेट गिरती हैं, जहाँ स्पेशली जैसे हफीज़ भाई की विकेट गिरी है, उसके बाद सडनली मैं जितने भी बैट्समैन आ रहे थे उनसे मैं यही कह रहा था कि 150 तक हम करेंगे तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा टारगेट स्कोर होगा इस पिच पे।
चलिए, बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो, कांग्रेचुलेशंस, वेल प्लेड टुडे।
थैंक यू।
Mohammad Rizwan, the captain the player of the match for today, and he was saying that yes, wicket was a different pace than what they had in South Africa. The ball wasn't really coming on to the bat as they expected, and they didn't really have a score in their mind before the start of the game, but as things progressed, they tried to bat all the overs and get to 150, and that's what they got. Now I'd like to invite the captain of Pakistan, Babar Azam, and we'd like to have a few words with you. Babar, काफ़ी क्लोज कॉल रही, 11 रन से ये मैच जीते। इस परफॉर्मेंस के बाद कौन सी ऐसी चीज़ें जो फाइन ट्यून करना चाहेंगे?
हाँ बिल्कुल, मेरे ख्याल से कन्विंसिंग जीतनी थी हमारे लिए, जैसे स्टार्ट किया था। और बिल्कुल जिस तरह यहाँ की थोड़ी सी कंडीशन डिफरेंट थी और विकेट थोड़ा सा डबल प्लेस था, ट्रिकी था थोड़ा सा, और बैट्समैन एडजस्ट नहीं कर पाए। लेकिन इंशाल्लाह कम बैक करेंगे बैट्समैन जो नहीं परफॉर्म कर पाए, और अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस देंगे नेक्स्ट मैच में।
ऐसा लगा और ऐसा देखने को भी मिला कि जिम्बाब्वियन बॉलर्स ने जो है शॉर्ट बॉल का ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल किया आपके बैट्समैन के अगेंस्ट, थोड़ा सा आउट ऑफ सॉर्ट्स नज़र आए बैट्समैन आज, और शॉर्ट बॉल के अगेंस्ट स्पेशली। जी
बिल्कुल, मेरे ख्याल से ये जब आप थोड़ा बाउंस विकेटों से आते हैं, यहाँ पर लो पे बाउंस विकेटों पे खेलते हैं, तो थोड़ा सा मेरे ख्याल से एडजस्टमेंट की ज़रूरत होती है, और कोशिश करेंगे कि इस चीज़ को फिलअप करें। और मेरे ख्याल से वहाँ पे रज़ी के साथ एक पार्टनरशिप लग जाती है, यहाँ एक एंड में फिनिशिंग उसके साथ कोई अच्छा करता तो मेरे ख्याल से टोटल बेहतर होता।
चलिए, बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो, आज का पहला मैच जीते, 2 मैचेस और हैं, गुड लक फॉर दैट।
थैंक यू।
बाबर आजम, the captain of Pakistan, and he has the same thing to say. Of course, the change in bounce and the pace and the wicket from what they had in South Africa and here probably took them a bit by surprise, but they managed to get themselves the win by 11 runs, and they're pretty happy to get those points. Well, that's all from the presentation right here, and hope you enjoyed the coverage of today's play. Don't forget to join us in about 2 days' time when we come back to you with the second T20 International, Zimbabwe versus Pakistan, right here from the Harare Sports Club. Thank you for your company, and we'll see you.